Good morning, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. It's been a minute, fully recovered from my sickness for the most part. I mean, I still have a little bit of a cough, but I was like live streaming before. I was hacking a lung laugh half the time. So we're back at it. Took a little, take a little break. Summertime, not a whole lot of action going on. It's okay to take some break. Take a step back from the stock market. A lot of times in August, you just get yourself in trouble anyway. So take a step back, especially when there's low volatility. You're a day trader or whatever kind of trader you are. But it's always good. It's always good to take a break. Like when we're grinding 24/7 on the market and just we're watching the market all day, then we're watching futures at night, then we do it again. You're going to get burnt out. Like yesterday I woke up with every intention of trading, every intention of live streaming and going at it. But then I woke up, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like trading today. And if you don't feel like trading today, don't force yourself, because a lot of times if you force yourself, you're going to have, you're most likely not going to trade well, And right now we're in the middle of the 1K challenge. Kind of give you a recap on that. The 1K challenge, I am 10. I've been keeping a little diary here on the Discord. I'm on day 10 now. A day consists of a trading day. So I started this August 9th, and sure, we're at the end of August, but I've only traded 10 days since I started the challenge. So right now the account, kind of give you where we're at on the account right now. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. It's not bad. It's not bad. That's all I'm saying. So right now the account is up 14% after fees. So I started with 1,000. We're at 1,141 after fees. I've made $221 profit, but sure, Tastyworks takes their fees. So, and then, so I'd be up 22% with no fees, 14% with the fees. So, so we're currently, fees are currently costing me on the small account 7% on my profit. It was 4%, but I had some, I had some scratch trades and some losing trades last week that, what was it? One day, what happened here? One day, it's good to keep a journal, not just for yourself too. Was it okay? Yeah, Friday I made $40, but the day before that here I lost $12. I had $189. I opened the day. I had a $189 loser. This was Thursday on Facebook. So I lost $189 on Facebook when my first trade. And that's when that, Afghanistan bombing news came out. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm done for the day. See what happens. That sucks. That was that $189. Normally I don't let it get that far, but the $189 is so far my biggest loss in the challenge. But then surprisingly, I found an opportunity. And then I made I don't know how. I made exactly $189 back. So I lost $189. I made back $189. But while I'm talking about this is when I'm talking about the fees, this is where the fees kind of start taking play. So I lost $189. I made $189. Meanwhile, I'm paying fees to do those trades just to get to break even. And then on AMD, I lost $12 because it wasn't moving. So I just exited on AMD. And then the day before that, I lost $37. I had 3 trades as well. Didn't trade that well. So I had a couple choppy days. And then on Friday, I only had time for one trade. It was on Nvidia. Made $41. Called it a day. And that was it. So right now the account. Yo, Jack, what's going on, Jeff? Right now the account after fees up 14%. We're up 22% if you don't account for fees. So we're gonna grind. We're gonna grind. I mean, I think there's gonna be more opportunity. August obviously was really slow, and the rules for the 1K challenge is I'm not gonna swing trade. So I'm not taking advantage of Alibaba right now. This amazing gap up here. I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm not going to. And the reason why I did that is because during low volatility, you want to lower risk. I said, okay, no swing trades. Everything's got to be closed out. We start fresh. We're going to start fresh every day, 14% a month works for me. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not complaining. I could be down 14% and be like, man, I don't know why I'm trading so bad. And now, I'm green 14% on the 1K challenge after 10 days. When you have $1,000, like when you start with $1,000, I just wanted to show like it's a slow grind. A lot of people think, oh, I got $1,000, like it's a lot of money to the stock market. Like, I got $1,000. What should I buy? Oh, this costs $250. This costs $100. Sooner you know, I lost on that trade, lost on this trade. Oh man, the account's down 30%. You don't want that. You don't want that to happen to you. So I wanted to show during the 1K challenge what it looks like if you have strict rules and you abide by them. What can happen? What can happen? Like it's a slow grind, sure, but you gotta move forward. If you can make 14% on $1,000 account, you can make 14% on $100,000 account with the right moves. If I had $100,000 account, I was up 14%. You'd be like, wow, 14 grand in a month, man, you're killing it. You're killing it. Instead, I'm up $141. But it's the same thing. If you think about the percentages, it's the same exact thing. Whether you have $1,000 or if you have $1 million account, you make 14%. You're like, man, you're crushing it. Because it's funny to me, the psychology of trading. People only think about the dollar amount, but you need to think about the percentage. Like, oh, well, 40% on $100 is not that great, but 40% on $10,000, man, I would take that trade all day. I wish that was me. Like, bro, you had that trade on $100. If you had a $100 trade, you made 40%. And that's why, starting out, forget the dollar amounts. You might even want to take the dollar amount column off. Like, you might want to take the dollar and just look at, like, on Tastyworks, they have P&L open, P&L percent. You can actually just take this right. You could just take P&L open right off, P&L day right off, and just have P&L open. P&L open percent, that is. You can just do that because a lot of people, they can't control themselves, and if you let's say you made 50% on $100, you made $50. People are like, oh, that's not a lot of money. Bro, you made 50%. But if you made 50% on $5,000 in one day, you made $2,500, and you're like, man, I made $2,500. No, bro, you made 50%. It's the same exact thing. Sorry, I'm getting a little heated about that. Anyways, let's look at some stocks. Market's gonna open in like 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes. I was up kind of late, so I'm trying to get some coffee. And the Nespresso never disappoints. So a couple stocks that are moving. Obviously, Alibaba's moving right now. I mean, it's at the bottom. It's a Chinese stock, so you obviously want to be careful with what happens here. But with the right momentum, what I'm looking for here is on Alibaba a little bit of a bullish crossover. Right now, we're below the 9-day EMA. We're down below the 10-day moving average. Now, the 9-day, if you're looking here, I'm mostly using this for day trading is why I have it. So right now, very bearish still. Like it tried to push up above the EMAs, the moving averages, failed, came back down. So moving average, as you can see, is moving towards the stock price. Stock price is, we're at 162. Right now, it's opening at 167.50. So Alibaba's open at 160. If it opens here, that is 167.50, which would put it above the 10-day and 9-day moving average here, right? Okay, so it could explode. It could explode. Could not too. I mean, it's a Chinese stock. I don't know. I traded it a little bit last week. It's kind of tough. Premium's a little high. Let me see. Premium's coming in at. Actually, for the weeklies, sorry, because this is gapping up. Okay, it's a little expensive. So with a small account, 1K account, might not be doing that. Yo, Jose, what's going on, man? Looking at Apple. Yeah, Apple. It all kind of depends. So, obviously Apple, Facebook, all these stocks were ripping. Amazon ripped yesterday, and it busted out. But with a gap down, I mean, we had Nasdaq futures. Nasdaq futures. When I went to bed last night, I went to bed pretty late, like 1 o'clock Central, which is 2 o'clock, which is 2 o'clock Eastern. Nasdaq. When I went to bed last night, Nasdaq was ripping, and it gave all that up, right? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting here. Obviously, all-time highs on Apple is gonna push it back down to the 148 area, keep it in the zone here. I mean, it does look very bullish, but the one thing that I notice, even myself, don't get too excited. Sometimes people get too excited, like, man, it's breaking out. It's blasting off the 200, bro. And it could, but calm down. Like, let's just see what the price does. Like, what could happen, what reality is, are two different things. Facebook, I'm also looking at. Facebook has been a money maker during this challenge. Like, I don't even think of it actually on that $189 loss I had. But other than that, I'll chalk that up to the news. But Facebook, after coming back down, touching the 50-day moving average, is pumping. Hit an all-time high yesterday, so that'll be interesting. I'll also be looking at Nvidia, and I'm gonna be doing some trades live on here. Nvidia, let's see where we're at. Right now for me, Nvidia is getting a little tough to trade up in here. It could get a little choppy, so I don't necessarily like it. I mean, even yesterday, stocks were running hard, and this thing just took a dump. Robinhood took a dump yesterday. So Robinhood, SEC chair tells Barron that banning payment for order flow is a possibility. So if you guys are not familiar with the whole Robinhood debacle, they get 80% of their cash from payment for order flow, which, I mean, every brokerage does, right? But every brokerage gets paid off of order flow, whether it's TD Works or TD Ameritrade or Webull or whatever. But because Robinhood offers free commission, payment for order flow happens to be 80% of their revenue. So think about this. If you were a company and the government said, hey, we're going to mandate something against your company, and it's going to take away 80% of your revenues, I mean, you're going to sweat a little bit. But we'll see. It said Robinhood said that the pay for order flow model changed, the brokerage and the industry would be able to adapt. So he's saying Robinhood would be able to adapt. It's gonna be a rough season, I think, for Robinhood. If it's not like you are they just gonna start charging commissions then? We'll be able to adapt. We'll start charging commissions. We were free commissions, but now we're charging. But I think these are gonna be a little bit, pricey, I think. Let's see, we're at the 40s. Let's see, for weeklies. I mean for a $40 stock, this is really expensive, I don't necessarily want to buy the dip here. Again, like I would be looking, and here's another example, like forget the news aside, if you just look at the pricing, tap the 10-day moving average, got rejected and fell immediately. Bearish. It was heading that way. It was heading that way before the news. I mean, it popped up yesterday. It just couldn't hold. Neo was rough yesterday. Same with the banks. I'll go over the banks too. I mean, I was watching yesterday. I didn't make a trade. Neo, I mean, it's kind of in this purgatory right here. 38. I mean, kind of chopping. I mean, they took it down. They took it down yesterday. I mean, I feel like right in here, right now, it's just hanging on. It's hanging on by a thread. You know what I mean? Like it's just hanging on. I'm not looking. I mean, like if you look at Tesla yesterday too, Tesla was a little choppy, but Tesla, if you compare Tesla to NIO, I mean Tesla's starting to coil up here. I mean, I think Tesla, if this price action keeps up and we keep coiling, it could have an explosive end of the year. But NIO, I mean, I know it's a Chinese stock and all that. I mean, it might have something to do with it, but like it's just NIO is just, I mean, it needs to hold above 40. Maybe it will. Maybe today's the day. I don't know. Zoom. I don't know if anybody trades Zoom. So Zoom is sub 300. Expected move on this was $27. It's now moved $50 on Zoom. Zoom posted a higher than expected earning forecast for the full year, but revenue guidance exactly met expectations. It's going to acquire cloud contact center maker Five9 for 14.7 in stock. 14.7 billion. Whew. So I guess they don't like that acquisition. They kind of met earnings. I mean, it was just, it's a tough one. I'm not gonna trade it. Peloton. I was actually going to buy on my swing account. I was actually going to buy the 100 strike puts for September. And I was like, it dropped a lot. Maybe just wait for a bounce. And there was a bounce to 108, and that was it. I mean, I thought maybe it was going to go 115, try to do something here, but yeah, I mean, sub 100, Peloton's going to be feeling some pain. I mean, easily could hit 80s. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. At the end of 2020 and beginning of 2021, like 2021, at the beginning of 2021, stocks were just ripping endlessly. Like you could not pick a stock that went against you. Like you could trade any stock, it was ripping. Any stock, penny stock, bigger name stock, it didn't matter. Now you look at Peloton down from as high as 171, looking like it's going to come back down. You got stocks like, Fastly hitting 136 all the way down to 43. You got stocks like Fubo at 62, now it's 27. I mean, this is insane. I mean, I don't know what this means for the future. If it's just like a correction after things got crazy, or if we're in for some pain. One thing that I'm watching, all right, still got a little cough. One thing that I'm watching is the Russell. So the Russell has been in basically pretty strong consolidation all year long. So I don't know if it's going to break out. I mean, yesterday just it just dumped right out. And that's what I mean. Like, don't get too excited. People see a chart like this, and it went from 20 to 27. I mean, this is amazing. But then the next day, you just get dumped on. I mean, it didn't go down all the way down to 21, but whew. And then you got stocks like yesterday on Boeing. I mean, Boeing just. I actually was going into yesterday. I'm like, you know what? I probably should short Boeing around 220, 222. And I didn't think it was just gonna flush like that, and it just, Boeing just straight down, right at open. And then there were, I think the U.S. raised the travel guidance to Canada to a level 4, saying don't travel to Canada. But I don't think it's banned this morning. That was the news, right? Can't find it right now, but there was I saw something this morning saying that we're now like a level 4 for Canada, not to travel there. I'm pretty sure Canada doesn't want anyone from the U.S. anyway going. Market just open. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make some money on Facebook. See what we can do. See what I'm trying to get a feel for what's happening. Boeing is ripping up. I'm trying to get a feel here for what's happening. Nasdaq's tripping a little bit. Yeah, Apple's moving. Google is trying to break out too. Google is trying to push 3K. Drop back down. I think I'm going to restart. AMC, Jose is ripping up. I'll give it a few minutes. I think it's working. It's working okay. It just seems like the pricing to me just seems choppy at open on Thinkorswim here. So I'm gonna take it easy the first few minutes. Just try to get a feel. Not gonna try to get into a trade. Man, they really smoked the Nasdaq. Let's see what are they doing in SPY right now. Woo! Oh man. Let's see what the banks are doing. Yesterday, like Goldman Sachs was getting clapped. Goldman got wrecked yesterday. It's coming up. Yo, it's interesting to me. Like I've noticed this all year long that when the banks are ripping up, like the Nasdaq just seems to like do awful. So what are you guys looking at this morning? If you're here right now, say what up in the chat. Hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Gonna be getting going. Let's see what Alibaba is doing. Okay, Alibaba's flat. I mean, it gapped up pretty good, but it's chilling. Let's see, Amazon. One stock. So AMD has been a very good stock to trade, but what I don't like about AMD is like opens like this, where it just gets pounded. And this is another reason why like I'm not swing trading right now for the most part. I mean, I would like AMD to come back down to the 107 area, see if we can consolidate again. Coming down around here, 107 AMD. Let's find some good opportunities. Jack, your bag holding Jumia. Bro, Jumia smoked so many people. This year was I mean, people are like, oh, how can you lose money in the market this year? Well, if you trade stocks like Workhorse or Jumia, like SPY's at all-time highs, I don't understand it. Like people like that kind of frustrate me because they don't, you can't just take in this year you can't just take a broad stroke and say, hey, all stocks are performing all-time highs. Like that's not the case. Like sure, a lot of stocks are. But Jack, Jumia, what's good here? You're having a bullish crossover here. So as long as Jumia can start riding this up, then get above the 23 here, the 50-day moving average, there might be some hope. I don't know what the prices you have here. I mean, there's some pain. Since June, nothing but pain. But Looks like it slow bled people out, and now it's like trying to, you know, if you were fed up, you know, this is not financial advice, but if this were me, and let's say I was holding position back in here, and you held on all the way through this, now it's starting to look a little bit more bullish, I would not cut. I would just chill. I would just chill. You got in at 31. Yeah, I mean, the bad excuse me. Bad news is, so what I would be looking at here, Jack, is it looks like it wants to. So now it's back above the 10-day moving average. This is good, right? And this would be a position. I'm not going to do it, but this is a typical stock that I would put a position on. Like when you start seeing it cross over like this, see it get rejected here, rejected. Oh, above. I would start accumulating in a position down in here, and then use the 50-day moving average basically as my take profit or stop loss. So if it pushes up to 23 and gets rejected, maybe time to go. But if it doesn't, chances are it could go to 30. If it could push through 23 here, 50-day moving average, this thing could really move. So I mean, I you know, it's bad, but could be worse. It could be worse. Yo, Uber. Now, Jose, this is a position I would take. I don't like for being long. I mean, look at this. It's riding the 10-day moving average down. Like, a lot of stocks like this right now. And interesting to me about Uber and Lyft is these stocks started selling off like in April, May, June, right? Like why? Why? We opened everything back up. Stocks like Uber should be doing well. Why are they performing like this? I mean, it should be at least, I think Uber should be at least 50, but you have to look at the pricing. Why is it coming all the way down here? Lyft. I mean, the good news is, like, if you're looking at as an investor for long term, I mean, to me, Uber is kind of attractive down here. I mean, I think Lyft could come down a little bit, but you know, Uber, not for options trading, but as an investor, like when you're getting 40, sub 40, like to me as an investor on a longer term portfolio, I mean, I'd be looking at, you know, might not be a bad idea. I mean, I don't. Uber is not my favorite, but you know, you come back down to 30, 35. And what you could do, like if you're an investor, you can start kind of averaging in right now. Buy a chunk right now, comes down to 35, buy another chunk, comes down to 30, buy another chunk, and just kind of average it out that way. Because I mean, like you can't time the market. Like you don't know. Like this could go back up to $50 tomorrow. And you're like, man, I missed my opportunity. I was gonna buy. I was gonna do this. Just like, you know, see what it do. You can date the stock a little bit. You don't have to marry. Date the stock a little bit. Buy a little bit. It's all good. If it goes, if some reason it rips up the next day after you bought, you're able to capitalize. If it doesn't, you buy some more. But it's only really like stocks that you have like conviction on. Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna load the boat on the Workhorse at 10. It's like, yeah. However, Workhorse actually looking a little bullish here. If it's you know, starting to have a little bit momentum to the upside. But I mean, this is not like Workhorse got smoked. Sorry, there's probably a lot of people in UVH that have stock of Workhorse still. That's why you gotta have stop losses, and you know you can't just ride a zero, unless zero's your stop loss. I mean, if zero's your stop loss, then by all means. Yo, AMC's ripping up. Let's see, Clove. Yeah, these meme stocks are going. Meme stocks are going, bro. like I don't know if I want to go. Like I want to trade Baba, but I'm afraid to go long. Full disclosure, I am holding. I am holding calls for October in my long-term trading account. I do have calls on Alibaba. October expiration. Ooh, there it goes. All right, what? I need to find a position here. I've been talking too much. I've just been having a good time just kind of hanging out with you guys, just like talking about the market. Yeah, Nvidia is not doing great. Yo, Tesla getting hit. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, we're still within the first 15 minutes. I'm just honestly, I don't have many ideas right now. Ooh, Boeing. So you want to be careful. Like I'm looking, like for me, I don't ever go long Boeing. But you want to be careful because we now have a, you know, if you're trying to short this, you know, you essentially have bull flag here, right? You essentially have a bull flag. So you want to be careful. I'm not going to short this right now. Could go higher. This could be, I mean, it could rip 222, stop me out, but it's looking a little suspect here. Man, Nasdaq is still. Let's see, what's SPY doing? SPY still selling. Let's see coin. So I don't know. Can I trade coin on a 1K account? No, absolutely not. Okay, can't trade coin. Too expensive. Let's see. Win. Ooh, Win Resorts. Yo, Win Resorts looks actually decent on the 1 year. Potential short though. Potential short on the intraday. Like, you know, some days are easier to day trade than others because right now you're kind of thinking to yourself. If I go long on a stock, let's say like Facebook right here, Nasdaq is flushing. Does that make you does that make you want to really jump in there? Like for me, no, right? Because I mean, Facebook does look really bullish, but could this pivot and turn around? Absolutely. Can Nasdaq pivot and turn around? Sure. Could it flush more? If it does flush more, what does that mean for my position on Facebook? It means it could get wrecked. If Nasdaq pivots, maybe Facebook is pushed higher. You know, you gotta evaluate the risks when you're trying to, especially when you're trying to day trade, because day trade is tough. Like, you know, swing trading is hard, but there's obviously the pros and cons. The pros to day trading is you don't have to hold a position overnight. You can get in, get out, scalp real quick, make your money, get out. Bad news is you have to be a lot more careful at where you're buying. Like you have to be more precise. So that's a con. Swing trading, you can let loose a little bit. You can relax because you're not looking for that, you know, 50-cent move. You're looking, you know, if it moves a few dollars, it's all good. If we buy Facebook here, it comes back down to 380. You're swinging the position. You don't really care. But if you buy Facebook here at 382 and it flushes down to 380 and you're day trading, you're gonna feel some pain. So those are the things that are going through my head right now. Is like as I'm trading, as I'm looking for a position, is just like the risk, just identifying the risk. And it's not so much like it maybe low risk, but in my mind, I'm always playing what could happen. what could happen. Like I don't necessarily like buying the big stocks when the indices are flushing. Like it doesn't make me feel good. So I'd rather be patient. Like if you see SPY and stuff, SPY could bounce here, but I'm looking for a push above 451, 451.70. Right now, a little bit too much bearish momentum for me to buy calls on SPY. Need momentum shift. Qs, I'm looking for above 379, probably, And look what's happened to Facebook. Like, if you bought calls here, you're starting to sweat a little bit, It looks like it's going to push higher. Looks like, but let's see. When you day trade, you want to be confident in that position. And right now, I'm not too confident in putting on a position on one of those stocks. Let's see, one stock I was looking at yesterday, McDonald's. McDonald's has been nothing but pain this week. But what I was looking at was if it could hold the 50-day moving average, and it did not. It did not. But what could we do? It could be a dip buy. Feel like what I like about, so I don't necessarily like the stock McDonald's, but this setup is very interesting to me because we're playing the moving average. So as you guys know, a lot of you guys do know, as a trader, I'm more of a support and resistance trader. So my strengths are when we're around support and resistance. Yo, Ramsey. Yo, how do you expect to make money? It's okay. We didn't make any money yet either. I still haven't done it. Still haven't done any trades, man. This talking's getting me fired up over here. So, could this make a push up to 236? Is the question. Could it? What I like about McDonald's, also for like a small account, like my 1K account here, the volume is not great on these, but man, the volume's horrible. What happened to it? It's the monthlies. Holy smokes. Because I was trading this a couple weeks ago, and volume was really great. Now volume's dried up. All right, but what I'm saying is if this could push, oh look Facebook. That's what this is what I'm talking about on Facebook. This is why I didn't want to get a position, because it went from 382 down to 380. NASDAQ still down, and this is the risk. Like, that's what I was thinking about. Like, you need to just identify the risk and understand it's not what is happening right now, is what could happen in the future. That's how you make money. What could happen? Could Facebook blast off to 390? Yes. Could it come back down to 380 while NASDAQ is flushing? Yes. What's more probable? 390 or 380 as NASDAQ is flushing? Probably 380. And here we are. All right, I don't think I'm going to trade McDonald's, but like a gap fill looks very intriguing to me, moving back up to the 50-day. And if that happens, like what I like about this is you could literally buy, let's say, you can't really see here. Let me these 26 Delta calls right here. 26 Delta calls going to cost you, let's say, 50 cents. So if it moves up $1, you're making 50% or more. That's the kind of trades I like. Risk reward is reward is high, risk is low. I want to try this, but the bid ask is a little wide. Should I buy in the money? Bid ask a little wide too. And I think McDonald's. mean, it looks good. I might try it. I don't like this bid ask though, but let's see. Yeah, not great. Facebook moving back up. That's good. Let's see, Google, Amazon, Tesla's back to the green. Roku. I can't afford Roku contracts on the 1K count. Alibaba's pushing 169 right now. Baba contracts got a little too expensive too. You know, on the smaller account, I'm just looking for good pricing. And I feel like McDonald's has great pricing, but the problem with this McDonald's play is that the volume is so trash right now. I traded this a few weeks ago, and volume was good. Bid ask was a penny or 2 pennies wide. It's getting a little better now. You can see, look, the bid or the ask is 43 cents on these, so now it's 6 cents instead of 10, 12 cents. It's tightening up. Yo, market makers, do something. It's flushing. All right, I'm not gonna buy calls on McDonald's. That's close. Yo, Fubo's pushing. I'm gonna open McDonald's on another screen over here just to have it. We'll see if McDonald's can get back above, let's say 235.50, maybe look at it. But right now, McDonald's not the one. Not the one. Let's see, Robinhood. Robinhood tried to bounce. That's an epic bounce. The 45 calls this morning were going for pretty cheap. And if you swung, you're in trouble. Down 30%, even though it ran. AMD's falling. I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, this is like, this kind of trading is dicey, and like, I haven't made a trade yet, and if you don't find one, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Just take it easy. It's better. Oh man, I should have shorted this. Every time I say I should short Boeing, it usually is right. Usually it's right. I just said that because I said the same thing yesterday, same thing today, this morning. Should just kept an eye on it. But looks like we might be in for some pain. Let's see, McDonald's is maybe gonna come together. We'll see. Give it some more time. Sorry, just checking to see if there's any push notifications, any news going on. And there's nothing. Hopefully this fall, you know, things look up a little bit. Man, they are. Every day they take Boeing and throw it in the trash can. Every day. Except for, what was this? Friday? Yeah, that would have been a good short. Well, let's see. It's come back. Let's see, what's the pricing here? They really inflated these. They really inflate the ask, and notice like when it's moving up. They're nailing NASDAQ right now. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to think what I should do here. It's a sad day when McDonald's is looking like a great play. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll do something. All right, let's. I'm gonna try. Now I'm running a little late on it. Of course, right? All right, I got filled. I just got filled for 3 out of the 4 on McDonald's. Starting to run a little hot here. I'm overpaying a little bit. So if it doesn't fill, it doesn't fill. Got 4 contracts. Well, currently 3 contracts filled at 54 cents. Let's see if we get the problem is, like, you know, selling these contracts. Let's get a nice push up here. 236.50. All right, I don't think I'm gonna get filled on that. So I only got filled for 3 out of the 4. So let me just cancel this one. I'm gonna close one of them out. We'll take 10% on one of them. I'm gonna take profits on the way. Close one out for 10%. Oh, already closed one out. One already closed out. 10%. Okay, let's see. Close another one out. We'll close another one out. 20%. Bro, they are filling these. Okay. All right. We're gonna let this one roll here for break even. So I mean, these are small amounts, but we're gonna let this last one roll. Maybe add to it if we can get a dip. Man, dang, bro, okay. I'm gonna put a stop loss on this. Can't lose now. Put in a stop for 54 cents here. And if it gets filled, it gets filled, you know. All right, look for the next trade. Let this baby simmer or not. But yeah, I mean, this was a good trade. I wish that it just was looking kind of dicey. Probably should have been a little bit more aggressive down in here. But what I don't like is, like, you know, you see how it's moving around the 9-day moving average around here. I don't like when it gets real choppy here, and I didn't want to buy. It got rejected, came all the way down to here. Would have been a great buy. 235 all the way up to 236. Would have been really able to get really able to capture that delta, but okay. So we'll let one contract. I made 10%. And then I made 20% on another contract, so that's 15%. And now I have another one that is a free play. Could get stopped out. But again, we're just playing the percentages. Just made 15% and just, like, what? Bro, that was ridiculous. Made 15% in seconds. Okay. And that's how, like, that's how you know, like, really concentrate on the options price. Concentrate on the options price. And I got a good price on the contract even though I was chasing a little bit. So now if McDonald's goes higher, we capture it. If it doesn't, we get stopped out, break even. Carry on. All right, try to find another play here. That's a good play. I wish I went a little bit bigger. I tried to go bigger. I didn't get filled for all my contracts. I only got filled for 3. I wanted 4 or 5. I was gonna try for 5. Sometimes what I do is, like, I'll buy some, and then if it goes down a little bit, I'll add like 2 more. But in this case, he didn't get the opportunity. Ooh, ARK, baby. Getting smashed. Now these contracts up 30% in just a couple minutes here. So we'll see. So we're just gonna ride McDonald's right now. I mean, if it comes up to 237, I'll sell it. But right now we got a free play on McDonald's. That's the goal of the game. Take your profits, get some free contracts in there. If it gets stopped out, who cares? If it doesn't get stopped out, you know what I mean? BA, bro, try to short. I was looking at it this morning. 220 was pushing 219. I should have shorted that. I don't know if if our friend VXX wants to do a little work here. Might drop here. Should be good. Yo, those McDonald's. Well, the thing is, like, when you have a wide bid ask like McDonald's, you can jump profit like that. But the risk is you could also be down 30% like that. That's the risk. And that's why, like, I don't like necessarily trading those. But when you feel convicted and you feel like it's a trade that you can nail, just do it and set a stop. Like, it's okay. And McDonald's was that. Like, McDonald's, I felt like that was a setup that I've nailed over and over and over again. Like you'll get used to it. And people are like, I never had a winning trade before. It's like you paper trade until you find the setup that you like. And that's why, like, I click around all these stocks. I try to find out, like, what I'm doing. I mean, could go great, could go bad. I don't know. But the idea is to get the account up. Take profits. You never know. I mean, look at these guys on Facebook right now. 382, now 379. They're like, I wish I took profits at 382. I thought I was going 385. That's what happens to greed in the market, you know? Like, over and over again. AMC strong. Like, AMC, I mean, if it could get above like 48, 50, 49, the problem is the difficulty with AMC is there are a lot of traps on a stock like AMC. So they could push it to 51 and then just bring it all the way back down to 30. Sorry, guys, I get a little warm here. Take it off. Not that kind of stream, fam. Not that kind of stream. This is YouTube. This is Facebook. It's not OnlyFans. All right, so we got potential. We got potential on McDonald's. Need to find another play. I mean, McDonald's could definitely fall apart here, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. That was a big candle, which is weird. Like, volume. Look at the volume. Look at the volume on this candle. I don't know. I would say like, if you're a newer trader, don't touch McDonald's. Don't touch it. This thing could rip you apart. I know it looked easy getting that 15%, but don't do it. Oh, Alibaba, they took her down. Look, they really baited him. Look at that. And this is what McDonald's was looking like. It was looking like kind of choppy. Like, if you like, I don't like this type of movement here. Because then, look, it could not go the direction you want. And I don't really want to buy puts today. So So I was looking for more plays that were calls, you know? And, you know, S&P, Dow, and NASDAQ and Russell are down, but it's not like anything that you're concerned about. So, like, these could definitely rip up, you know? AMD doesn't look like I don't want to short this though, you know? Man. Sorry guys. Getting a little just letting the market do its thing. Let's see Robinhood. Yeah, you don't necessarily want to short that. Like, you don't want to short this right now. You know? You know, like if you don't want to short. You don't want to short that. You may think you do. And it doesn't matter what your bias is in the stock. Now, if it comes down to 42.50, you know, feel free. But on Robinhood, you don't want to short this like that. Like you just, it's a no-go. All right, Facebook's turnaround NASDAQ. Let's see what it do. I mean, it looks like the market wants to run. It just needs a little bit more time. We just need to give it some more time. And that's the thing. Like in August, we just have to be patient and pick our plays, you know, more carefully, because you can't just like in 2020, early 2021, you could literally be like, I'm gonna buy that, doubled, buy that, tripled. I mean, like in early 2021, I was making close to $1,000 a day. And then when you made only like 500, you're like, man, what's wrong? And now I'm like, you know, now I'm on the challenge account. I'm making $20, you know. But we're gonna get there. Once the 1K challenge account gets to 2K, things can snowball a little bit quicker. But right now, you know, when you have a 1K account, going to 0 is it's probable. All right, Apple. What you want? I don't know what Apple wants. Tesla, what do you want? Looks 50-50. Again, like the chop. Like you don't want to trade this. You don't want to get lost in the chop. You want to wait for a breakout. Let's see. Oh boy, Square dumped $7. Yikes. You hate to see that. Look at that clean double top straight down to 268. Man. Man, you don't want to, yeah, you don't like seeing that. All right, McDonald's looking dicey again. McDonald's looking dicey. So you lock your profits in, bro. I mean, it could rip here, but we'll see. I mean, it looks good that's holding here, but so you lock your profits in, man. Oof. I mean, to be fair, like this market's not for like, if you were starting to trade and you'd be like, I'm gonna start trading in August 2021, be like, you might want to hold that thought for a few weeks, you know, like because this is not like, this market right now requires a lot of discipline, and new traders don't have that, right? So, not saying they can't get the discipline, but right now, I mean, you need to chill. I can't believe the bid ask is so high. I guess I could have went for the 240s, but I don't know. Bid ask a little. I don't know. Oh yeah, Zoom definitely can go lower. I mean, Zoom's done. It's down $60 almost, 16%. I mean, Zoom is done. I mean, these option contracts moving 1,000% right now down here. We too late. Not that I can't even trade Zoom on the 1K account anyway, so. And I can't believe Facebook turned red, but it looks like Facebook could be a buy here, but I feel like, let me take a look at this. Is Facebook a buy? Dow just turned green. I'm gonna try maybe Facebook down here. All right. I'm gonna try two contracts. I'm gonna try two contracts at Facebook, even though they burned me pretty bad on Friday. So I just entered two contracts, 385s. I paid 161. Two contracts. We'll see. Right now it's looking a little dicey. It needs to bounce here. If not, I gotta exit. Needs a hold 380. So I need Facebook to hold this area, push up 381, 382. Come on. Come on. NASDAQ not helping anymore. NASDAQ double bottom right here on the 15-minute chart, so hopefully this can hold. All right, be patient, relax. Try to find a couple trades here. I mean, McDonald's is a little small trade, but I mean it's still 15%, so I'm not gonna discount it. Just that was the McDonald's trade. Definitely was difficult. I feel like I want to make more coffee, but I feel like if I leave, I'm gonna get smoked. All right, Facebook, show me what you got. Can we make another run up to 382? Possible. Let's see how Snap is doing. People were buying Snap by the handfuls yesterday. Snap. Are they thinking of push to 80? Let's see what you do. On the 1 minute chart, it's looking a little, push above 381 on the 1 minute chart would be good. Just take it easy. Come on. Let's give us what we got, and we will leave. I'm not looking for 387 or anything crazy. Just a little push. Yo, up 40% now on this McDonald's contract. Yo, probably should sell this McDonald's contract. Yo, Chewy, how you doing, man? All right, I think we're looking suspect on Facebook right now. I need to leave. All right, small gainer. I'm gonna call Facebook a scratch, but like I don't like this situation that we're in right now. Like I don't like this situation right now. I mean, sure it could run, but I don't like this situation. I'm gonna close out this McDonald's as well. It's up pretty good. I mean, up 40% of McDonald's. Okay, so I mean, not having a great morning. I mean, we're having a good morning. I haven't lost one, but Facebook, I don't like. I mean, Facebook, I just took my profits out of here and just made it, just only made $14. But I don't like this. So, geez, the Nasdaq. So when you're looking at it, could be a double bottom. This got rejected here. I don't like this. Like, I do not like this situation that we're in on the Nasdaq right now, which is why I got out of Facebook. If Nasdaq could have pushed up into this zone, would have held Facebook, because we most likely would have revisited 382, this area, right? I mean, I'm not saying it can't get there, but when you're in a trade and the risks change, you need to change. You can't just ride in the trade and hope. Because while I was in this trade here, the risk increased. And like I said, like, one thing that was not good about this trade is like if you're looking here on the 1 minute chart, I mean, it's just not going well. It's pretty clear. And then Nasdaq got hard rejected here. So if the risk change, it's okay to take it off. Man, who would have thought McDonald's is still MVP right here, but I got out. So overall, I mean, not bad right now. I mean, we're up $50 on the day. I'm gonna see if there's another opportunity. I know I said that if I win 2 in a row, I'll leave, but I think Facebook is scratch. Anything under 10%, we're gonna call scratch. Okay. See if we can get one more trade in here. I mean, we're not even an hour into the market open, and we're moving pretty slow. Yeah, those. So when we were looking this morning, these McDonald's contracts right here. Let me pull it up. They're now worth like 8. Like, we were looking this morning. These just pulled a double here from the low, and that's what I mean. Like, that's why I'm looking at these type of contracts, is because these went from 40 down to 80. I mean, they hit lows of 35 cents. I mean, it's not likely you to catch the lows, right? I bought at 54 cents, which I was a little bit late on. But even 54 cents, I mean, went up to 80 now. I mean, I just sold the last contract that I had at 74. Now these are pushing 80s. Okay. All right, now I got shook out. I think I got shook out of Facebook. I think they want to run it now. Let me see. I don't know though. It's dicey. I don't like this. Like this trap feels like a trap. They're gonna rip Facebook. I'm not getting back in though. I'm gonna look for another opportunity. I don't like, if I close out a trade, I don't like to re-enter again, because the chances of you being profitable get lower. Again, like I said, it looks kind of like a trap. And it's okay if I don't find another opportunity here in the next 10-15 minutes. I mean, it's okay. Call it day. Already won. Counts up 50 bucks. That's $50 win on a 1K account. It's big. It's 5% of your whole count. I mean, it looks like on Nasdaq they want to run it, but I feel like it's just like they're playing games. Like I don't. Man, Nvidia is not looking good. The fact that Facebook is now red is not good, you know. I mean, it's kind of calling up here. I mean, but look at the leaders right now. Apple's taking a leg down. I know Facebook's not really following that pattern right now, but doesn't instill confidence. I mean, you might just be like, you know what, we did what we could, you know, like sometimes that's what it is. Like you do the best you can. That's all you can do. I'm out here trading McDonald's, and I'm out here, you know, like even McDonald's is not looking good now. You don't want to get trapped. Can't go broke taking profits. Listen to the man, bro. Look, they're trapping people right now. This is a trap. Don't get trapped. Don't get greedy. Just because you only made a little bit of money. But I mean, you know, $50 on the 1K account, I'm actually I'm not discouraged by that. Like it looks like it looks like it wants to move, bro. Ugh. You know what? This is a great time to take a coffee break. I will be right back. Let me go take a coffee break. I'm gonna go brew some more. I'll be right back. How we looking? How we looking? Ooh, Facebook looks good now. They playing games. Dude, like this joint. Well, look at this. Look at this. Look at that, baby. Look at that in there. Look at that. Came right out the machine with all that. Oh, all that crema. It's like you know, drinking a steamed latte, but it's just regular coffee. I mean, it's amazing. Nespresso, I don't know how you did it, but you did it, bro. You did it. Yeah, it seems like right now is where people are going to get in trouble. You don't want to be that guy. Let's see how the bank's doing. Oof. Still. The bank's. Man. Interesting. McDonald's still looks good. I mean, the stock's going to make a decision. But, I mean, look at the 1 minute chart. And it's not great. 50-50 chance right now. If you have a 50-50 chance at winning, don't do it. Like, just don't do it. If there's a 50% chance you're going to make a good trade here, it's not good enough. Just not a whole lot of opportunity. Neo, I mean, Jose, you were saying Neo's looking like it might do some work. But, I mean, you want to, I don't know if you trust it up in rejection territory. You know, like I said, I think you really need above 40 on Neo to feel good about being long. I mean, this is a wild. On Neo, I mean, this thing ripped up, sold all the way off, ripping back up. I mean, this is the type of chart I was looking for on Facebook. Didn't get it. At least not yet. But this Neo actually is a much cleaner chart than Facebook, because Facebook, as you can see here, is just bump, back and forth. I mean, this Neo chart is very similar to what McDonald's did. McDonald's up thick right now. And Neo's. Whew. Anybody trade Neo? Jose, you trade Neo? What's up? Still here? This, I mean, I'm not going to trade it here, but this would have been a great reversal to capitalize on. This is what I was looking for on Facebook. It's only what the market gives you, you know? You can't trade them all. You got to do your best. Yo, I think McDonald's going to rip 237. Should have held on to some of those contracts, but I didn't get filled for them all. I didn't want to be that guy that just like chase the ask, you know, and then get obliterated. So I put my order in. If it gets filled, it gets filled. If it doesn't. And some of it did. Some of it did not. I mean, NASDAQ, I mean, let's see here. Qs. I don't trust it, guys. I just don't trust it today. I mean, this is looking... It's looking, again, 50%. Yo, what's going on? UFO. So right now we got some small winners in here. Facebook, we got out for scratch. What did I make on this? Like 4 or 5%. McDonald's was better. I sold the first contract for 10%. Sold another contract for 20%. sold the third contract for 40%. So that went well. Just wish it was a little bit bigger size. Now, Facebook is causing some problems for some people. So glad I'm not in that, because those contracts right now are worth $1.50. I sold them at $1.68. So I mean, when you feel uncomfortable about a position, just close it out. Doesn't matter what happens afterwards. If you feel uncomfortable, because a lot of times now Facebook, these contracts at $1.50. I sold these, so I bought Facebook for $1.61, sold them $1.68. I'd be down 40 and I'd be red on the day right now if I still held. Now, can Facebook go higher? Sure, Facebook would go higher. But my probabilities change, so I have to change my outlook here. I mean, NASDAQ's looking like it wants to make some money. Let's see, Qs. I don't know if I really want to trade the Qs. Trade the 380 contracts. You know, I'm doing okay. We do a 379 stop on this. Trade the Qs. Just thinking. Thinking if I want to make this trade or not. You know, I think I'm gonna call it quits for the day. You know, I think that's it. I feel like it's gonna run now. Yeah, I think that's it for me today, because I think no matter what I do from here, it's gonna be high risk. I mean, I'm surprised I made any money today on this kind of action. Yeah, because I just don't like. I mean, I think everybody's anticipating we're going to rip up. We could. I mean, Tesla's lifting off. Some stocks are moving, but you don't want to. You don't want to have that one trade just take away your money. Like, all that work I just did for the last hour could get erased in one trade. So you know what? Let's quit while we're ahead. That's it. I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll be in the Facebook group. I'll be around. Hit me up. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.